So to continue on, let me get this up on my screen. This is what you saw at the end of part one. But you've got this rock cycle where you've got this weathering and the erosion and the carrying and the settling and the heat and all of these different components taking place. And where we usually think of a cycle as being a circle, this isn't exactly always a circle. You don't have extrusive igneous rocks being weathered and transported and then deposition and becoming sedimentary and then metamorphosing into metamorphic rocks and then melting and magma, and then we've got intrusive igneous. That's not always the case. It's not a repeating cycle. You can have igneous rocks that jump straight to sedimentary rocks, or those igneous extrusive rocks might become metamorphic. You've got metamorphic rocks that, might melt and go through the magma and the crystallization and become those intrusive igneous rocks. But then those igneous rocks might be uplifted and then weathered tremendously and then transported to become sedimentary. So you've got all different directions that this cycle can take place. All right, so the most important thing for you to know are our three types. We have our igneous rocks, we have our sedimentary rocks, and we have our metamorphic rocks. It is very important that you remember that a metamorphic rock is a rock that started out as something else. And due to Earth's elements, due to pressure, heat, weathering, erosion, whatever the case may be, due to something, it has now changed and it has metamorphosed, that's a hard word for me to say, into a new rock, which is a metamorphic rock. All right, it's very important for you to know that an igneous rock has to do with magma and lava. Whether you remember whether it's intrusive or extrusive doesn't really matter at this point. It's that you remember that there was heating that took place. There was extreme heating due to magma. Whether it's magma or ends up being lava happening at Earth's surface, that is igneous. Sedimentary is where you've got that weathering and that deposition, and you've got those sediments being compacted and then somewhat glued together to form a layered rock. All right, so throughout this unit, we are going to learn more about the rock cycle and we are going to learn more about these specific types of rocks. But for right now, I hope this proves to be a good enough introduction to this unit. All right, so hang tight for the rest of our lesson.